Protein powder. Protein powder is basically food turned into fast-forward mode. Instead of cooking, chewing, and cleaning dishes, you scoop, shake, and drink. It's made from sources like whey, milk, soy, peas, or rice. And it exists for one main reason, helping you hit your protein intake without turning every meal into a chore. There are a bunch of types. Whey for quick digestion, casein for slow release, plant-based options for people avoiding dairy. No matter the type, the goal is the same. Give your muscles the raw material they need to grow and repair. Protein powder isn't magic. It doesn't build muscle on its own. It just makes getting enough protein easier. Think of it like Google Maps for nutrition. You still have to drive, but it makes the route faster. Flavor is a gamble. Some taste like dessert, others taste like wet cardboard with ambition. Always try a small container first, because being stuck with a bad flavor for a month is psychological torture. You also don't need to drink it immediately after training. Your body doesn't own a stopwatch. As long as you get enough protein throughout the day, you're good. Pros: convenient, efficient, supports muscle growth. Cons: can cause bloating if abused. Some brands hide sugar. Creatine is performance fuel, not a recovery supplement. Your muscles already use it to create quick energy during short, intense efforts, like heavy lifting or sprinting. Supplementing creatine simply fills up that energy tank more fully. Over time, this leads to better strength, more reps, and improved performance session after session. It's one of the few supplements that actually delivers what it promises. Common myths. Let's clear them up. Creatine doesn't wreck your kidneys unless you already have kidney disease. It doesn't magically make you bald either. Genetics handle that one. Creatine pulls water into muscle cells, which is why hydration matters. That full look people get, that's part of how it works. Best dose: 3 to 5 grams per day. Side effects: possible water retention or mild bloating. You don't need fancy versions. Plain creatine monohydrate works. Take it every day. Timing doesn't matter, consistency does. And yes, you could eat pounds of meat to get the same amount, but a scoop is cheaper and easier. Pre-workout is controlled chaos in a cup. It's designed to temporarily raise your energy, focus, and motivation right before training. Most formulas rely on caffeine, pump ingredients, and stimulants to flip the on switch. Unlike creatine, pre-workout doesn't build anything long-term. It's a short-term boost, useful but not essential. Some people feel invincible on it, others feel like their heart is trying to escape. This comes down to dosage and caffeine tolerance. Flavor roulette applies here too. Try samples before committing, and never take it late unless insomnia is part of your training plan. Pros: more energy, better focus, stronger workouts. Cons: jitters, crashes, caffeine dependence. Use it strategically, not daily. BCAAs are 3 amino acids: leucine, isoleucine, valine. They play a role in muscle repair and fatigue reduction. They're most useful when training hard while under-eating or dieting. If you already eat enough protein, BCAAs are optional. They don't replace real food or protein powder. Think of them as backup support, not the main character. They're often sipped during workouts and are popular because they're easy on the stomach. Pros: may reduce soreness and muscle breakdown. Cons: limited benefit if protein intake is already high, helpful but not mandatory. Glutamine is your body's recovery and maintenance amino acid. It supports muscle repair, gut health, and immune function, especially during periods of stress or intense training. It doesn't boost strength or pumps. Its job is to help you recover and stay healthy enough to train consistently. That's why it's commonly used in medical settings for recovery. Pros: supports recovery, immunity, digestion. Cons: excessive doses may upset digestion. Simple, subtle, effective when needed. Omega-3 fatty acids help reduce inflammation, support heart health, and improve brain function. They're not a gym supplement, but they indirectly improve performance by keeping your joints, heart, and nervous system healthy. If your diet lacks fatty fish, supplementation makes sense. Capsules are usually the easiest option. Recommended intake: 1 to 3 grams daily. Downside: too much can cause digestive issues or fishy side effects. Not flashy, but extremely useful. Minerals keep the system running. Calcium strengthens bones. Magnesium supports muscles and sleep. Potassium controls nerve signals and hydration. You don't need to supplement blindly. Most people get enough from whole foods. Problems happen when intake is low or when supplementation is excessive. Benefits: muscle function, bone health, electrolyte balance. Risks: overdosing can cause serious issues. Food first. Supplements only if needed. Vitamins are chemical helpers. They don't give energy, but without them, energy production, recovery, and immunity fall apart. Fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K accumulate in the body. Water-soluble vitamins B and C need regular intake. Most active people can meet their needs through diet and sunlight. Supplements fill gaps. They do not replace food. Warning: more is not better, especially with fat-soluble vitamins. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you like the content.